And we're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 377 of Fans of Power. And we're going old school tonight. I'm Joe Motto, and I'm here with my partners in crime, Tyler T-Rex Baker and Nasty Nathan Kennedy. The other fuckers, we said, you know what, take a fucking break. We didn't want you on this episode, so they're not here.
No, that's what Joe was doing. They're taking a fucking break. All of them are right now.
Well, Grim's in the chat, and apparently Joe fired.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's taking a break right now. You know,
See,
he'd rather watch us. You know. So.
Yeah. Don't know what the hell he's doing in Slovenia, but that surprises me. He's taking a fucking break tonight. I don't even know when that fucker sleeps. We always talk about that. It's like, I don't know what time it is where the fuck he lives, but it doesn't matter what time of day it is here on Facebook. I always see that fucker posting. I was like, Do you ever sleep?
I can't imagine. I just picture. Yeah. Even that. Well, he's clearly not sleeping right now. He's probably at his seven monitor setup there and just. You know, fucking with that guy, posting over there, and then telling Joe you got something on your face, and I can't picture him. I can't picture a lifestyle where he is not monitoring the net,
something or somebody. Yeah.
This does feel weird. We haven't done this in so long. Just the old.
We've gone down to our deep roots. We've gone back to the roots of the podcast.
Yeah.
Ren would be fucking clueless anyways. He wouldn't have a clue what to say. He wouldn't know what Stone Dar's name or Rock on. He'd call them just Rock Guys or some shit.
Man, these guys is trying to copy Transformers. And...
He did make sure to message when we get to the mini comic. He really wanted to talk about how damn bad the book was, though. Let everyone know I thought it was absolute trash. So
is that what he said?
Yeah.
You would be unified with everybody, I think, probably for the most part.
We'll see when we get there.
All right. Well, we'll discuss that when we get to it. I mean, can we? I don't know, Nathan. Should we kind of hype up? We also have a big reveal after, which Joe knows nothing about.
Yeah, no,
nobody else knows
what's
about.
Going on?
So once we, I will say this for our listeners too. If you decide, well, I don't like this topic, they ain't talking about toys. We do have something we're going to hype up.
Yeah, you got to stick around.
You got to stick around to which So I think it's about 2 months worth of waiting to reveal this. We're not. It's not like we made a deal with Mattel nothing like that. It's content for the podcast. I think that Joe will definitely have fun with, and I think the rest of our gang will have a real blast, and I think our listeners will too. Just. It'll speak for itself. But.
Yeah, it's something too. Going back to it that we haven't done in quite some time either. Just a little tease there. But yeah, stick around.
Yeah.
At the end of the show when we're taking questions and everything, we got we'll unveil it all. But Joe, who we got in that chat room tonight?
We got in the chat. Let me give me 1 second because I ain't got my laptop. Since I got the cellular telephone here, I can do it on the cellular. Wait, I can do this.
If you're wondering why we are late tonight, I guess Joe's tablet's having issues with trying to get into StreamYard.
And it's not bullshit because I showed Nathan, so I got video evidence.
He's not lying too much. That we know.
Too much. Well, here, God damn it! I just had you assholes here. Okay, I mean, here's the chat. I mean, you guys are great. Here we go. All right, Will Timpson, Zentron, Sean Darren, fuck off, Grim. Grim's here. MOTU Matthew, Rebel Wookie, say it, Nathan.
Johnny Cock.
Fedmon, Barbara Sanchez. Oh, somebody new here.
I'm going to say Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand.
Daniel Carhoonan, Mick DJ, John Ballard. The Rod is here. Lacey Dean. Paul Rick is here. Hey, there we go. I haven't said that shit in a long time. Felipe. And that's everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize. So there. I think I got everybody.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I never get tired of Nathan doing his Vince impression. We're talking about Taboo Tuesday.
Yeah. What a weird concept to have a pay-per-view on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Oh, just for the alliteration aspect. Taboo Tuesday. That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should bring that concept back though. Have the fans.
I never could tell if they were actually if fans were actually voting and they were actually going with the actual fan result. Because some of the shit, like
I think it was rigged, but then there were those.
I think it was rigged.
Well, there were those other instances, I believe, where what had been maybe it was just a glitch on their end, but it ended up not picking the thing that they were going to book, and they just had to go with it because that's what happened. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we need more randomness like that, in our lives.
Well, hey, if guys back in the day did not go over a match before they went, I was like, I'll see you out there. So they could put on a match like that with not having to rehearse or anything like that. So yeah, a pay-per-view where the fans are picking, okay, this guy's going to wrestle these two guys in a handicap match, but you don't know which ones. All right, if you guys are good enough, you could go out there and wing it and not have to follow.
And they should be able to, able to do that. Yeah. But that would be pretty cool, admittedly. And last night, speaking of pay-per-views, I mean, Survivors. Nathan and I watched it, and it wasn't bad. It's like, goddamn, pretty cool.
The show itself was great, but Joe and I were messaging each other at the end of the show. And what was it, Joe? I think you're like, I don't think he's gonna show. And then,
then 5 seconds later, I was like, oh man, thanks.
They hit his music. I send a voice note to Joe because we're both like, I hope he doesn't come back. I hope he's not coming back. Time. Yeah, I sent him a message. I'm like, fuck.
Yep. And pretty much, I said the same thing. I mean, it was cool seeing Randy Orton. I mean, he looked fucking bigger than ever. I mean, he was jacked. And I got to give it to Io Sky with that fucking trash can move off the top. Yeah. And you said even Emily thought that was cool as shit. I was like, what the hell was that?
And Tyler can attest to this. I'm like, I sent him a video. I'm like, yeah, we're watching Survivor Series, and pan it over to Emily, and she's just shaking her head.
Yeah, she had this look of pure distaste on her face, which I almost like Nathan's like enjoying this. Like, you like it, don't you, honey?
Yeah.
But does she sit there with all the pay-per-views?
Well, when I put them on, like she'll occasionally glance up, but she's got plenty of games on her phone, like Candy Crush, and there's some other games she was playing. Like, she doesn't mind because I'm like, hey, I apologize multiple times for it. I'm like, I'm sorry, because most of the time with those, I'm just curious. I want to see what happens. I don't watch the weekly shows anymore, but the PLEs, as they call them these days. Since I got the cock, I'll put those on and watch
PLEs. I don't even know that phrase. What's that? What
premium live events. They're not called pay-per-views anymore, Joe. They're called PLEs. I think it's the dumbest.
Oh god.
Oh, that sounds stupid. That's like WWF, WWE. Like I ain't doing that shit.
Doesn't even roll off the tongue. No, that sounds. Yeah.
But when that spot happened, when Io Sky was on top of the War Games cage, and she put the trash can on and dove off on everyone else, Emily was like, "Wait, what? I thought she was just going to throw the trash can down at somebody." I'm like, "No."
Yeah, that was a blind jump, literally.
Yeah. Fleet, thoughts on CM Punk being back? We'll see what happens. I mean, he showed his ass too much, so I kind of just lost respect for him in that regard. But I was telling Tyler this same time, all that was on Tony Khan. He should have put his foot down, but instead he just he catered to him more and just. Yeah. What were you supposed to do?
So he did what he fucking wanted. He probably thought he could do what he wanted, but now that he's back in WWE, I know they won't let that shit slide. So hopefully, I mean, if it's better for wrestling, if it can actually make the events better and more crowds and people get interest,
And that's the beautiful thing, right? At least there's the alternative. The business is healthy enough. People have places to go. And I like the idea of just seeing these wrestlers bounce back and forth between companies now.
I mean, it happened during the Monday Night Wars. Guys just jump ship right there the next night.
Yeah, so it makes me feel just that little bit of how I felt back then. It's like, who's going to turn up now? Who knows? I like it. But as far as him being back, we'll see what happens. That man has done an incredible job of keeping his name in the wrestling news cycle for the last 10 years. So,
yes, he has.
And it's already there now. People are like, Drew McIntyre stomped out and grabbed his shit and got out of there. Apparently the Seth Rollins thing is at work about him being really pissed off.
Yeah, wasn't he flipping him off or something?
But hey, I don't know.
Yeah, because you remember that interview that he had.
I can see them doing that to build up like
a feud,
like a realistic feud, because that's how Punk flourishes it when he says shit that's supposedly real or that there's some realism to it. You play that up, and then people have something to believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was this one, I forgot the interview, and Nathan might remember it, but where they were like interviewing Seth Rollins. What was it, last year or something? Yep. They were talking with him, and
he's a cancer.
He was talking about that guy. And then now that this happened, so yeah, he's probably playing off of that, and yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, what can you do? Like, he's already there. You try to make the best of it. You try to put it behind you, and think business, right? You can do big business now if you want to. Do the right things, make money. I could see the perspective of that at the same time, too. I'm like, this guy rubs people the wrong way.
I would say, depending on what kind of contract they get set up, if it's one of those things that, like, if this is not working out, we go our separate ways. But if they get him locked into some contract, that's
the news. The dirt sheet said it was a multi-year deal.
Oh,
yeah.
So, that's stupid on both parts. If
we'll see.
One party,
we'll see.
Yeah.
I can't wait though. I mean, it's gonna be fun to see the Kevin Owens fucking hates that guy. And I'm like, yeah, as he should. I don't know. Have we bored everybody else with wrestling talk?
I know we bored Rebecca already. So
yeah, sure. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Man, Joe, anything new, Master Universe wise? I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard.
I haven't seen nothing. I mean, I can't think of a goddamn thing. I got my Sectars figures today out of all days.
Nice.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I got a message from Nacelle. It said your shipment has been delivered. I'm like, the fuck, it's Sunday. And I look at the door right there on the porch. Bam, it's right there. The coolest shit.
Yeah, mail runs on Sundays now, apparently.
Or at least I think like FedEx or UPS. I think one of those.
FedEx, UPS, and special things through the post office, but normal mail, no. Because I still remember the time, Nathan, where you said, "Hey Joe, there's a package." Remember, it was right before the podcast. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's Sunday, and sure as shit, there was mail. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
So
is that when I bought? Is that when I bought you a tablet, or was that something else? Or maybe that would have been the G.I. Joe Complete series in the movie that you never watched.
Yeah, that's used as a coaster.
Do you have those Sector figures near you at all?
I could in 33 seconds.
All right. Hold on. Go. I mean, I should have brought my stopwatch out. I'm curious because they're not the same scale as the.
No, they're I think they're apparently 6-inch, like the size of a Marvel Legend. I thought because initially I thought they were like 3 3/4. I thought, but I saw some comparisons. Like, holy shit! I didn't know they were that big. I thought they were going to be a lot smaller.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still 5 points of articulation, I think, but it's.
We'll find out here in about 18 seconds. I should have, if I knew where the stopwatch app was on my phone, I would have timed him to see if.
I could have done it because I do it all the time. So.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. We'll rewind the tape. I don't know. That kind of seemed like 33 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Well, back. I'll first show just Dargon because people know already seen what they know what he looks like. But the one thing I like is you remember the original Sectars figures. Their elbows were always just like this in that kind of pose. They couldn't. So now they do give their articulation. Yeah.
I didn't know they had that. I thought that was still like just more a modified scale, but still the 5 points.
But no, they actually
a little bit more than 5 points.
Those look
good. A little more. Yeah, but they do look great. Comes with all the weapons, just like the vintage one. But the coolest one is she's got more of a metallic look. As we finally remember, Stellara never got an official release. We only seen the prototype, but she looks bad as fuck.
She does look really good. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too crazy there about. I guess that's kind of how they're made, and this is going to sound weird to say, but just there in the crotch region, it just looks odd with the legs a little bit.
You know what? I think it worked. I think just at least with the looks and designs of these kind of like insect type characters,
I think that looks fine. Honestly,
it works.
Yeah, I think they both work. Yeah, and I sure as hell because I do worry because I know they tried to like there was a smaller company that tried to do some Sectars. I felt like a few years back, and it was very
that was Zika. That was Zika Toys that did smaller.
Yes.
And I was
I think that's what I was thinking of, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep, I wasn't a fan of them. When I heard these were coming out at this scale, I was like, holy fuck. I mean, it's the scale of like how they used to be, and now you're getting characters you didn't have before. So
right on.
I really hope that Spydrax and his crew get a release because I would all like Skeeto and oh my god, my favorite one was like
Mantor.
He's got like the tarantula face. Oh fuck, god. Damn it! I had all those guys memorized at one point. Damn it!
The steel trap brain.
God. Anyway, but the villains are all look fantastic. The ones that Ren drew on his print and that's available on TeePublic as well, like and the mini comics, because the mini comics are quite good.
Yeah, I have all the mini comics. I have all the Star Marvel run.
You had the Hive playset mini comic?
I ordered the lot.
You liar!
I think I got. Wait, damn it! I swear to God, I'm gonna have to look at what I got. But I swear I got that one too. I thought I had all the mini comics. Jen got me coloring books that all have stories in there.
I didn't ask what else you got. I'm asking if you have the Hive playset.
Well, see what happened is I think I got it.
He's got the fucking stall to avoid saying, "No, I fucked up."
Damn it! I don't know. I swear I got it. It might be downstairs.
I don't think you do.
Fuck!
I'm gonna look it up right now, just because if you it's okay if you don't have it, Joe. I was just curious.
Show me the cover. I swear I got it though. I got that. You know what else is cool? They got some storybooks. How they the Master Universe. You know how Earl Norm would do those beautiful covers.
Yes.
One of the books they have the entire story is Earl Norm's art all the way through. I was like, holy fuck! Could you imagine getting a Masters of the Universe Golden Book back in the day, where not only the cover was Earl, but all the inner pages? That would have been fucking insane.
Well, I remember saying something to Skulk is the guy I was talking about. But I told Nathan a while back too. Like I want us to cover like do a Sectaurs like mini comic or toy discussion or something like that.
Oh shit! We could do that definitely. I got lots of stories.
Oh yeah. Let's see. And the artwork in the mini comics is quite good. Like I mean,
yeah, it's not bad.
Joe, keep this in mind. If we talk a mini comic, you're gonna have to scan them for me to have.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
Is there a place you can find them on the internet?
There is a Sectaurs fan site that has all of them uploaded.
Okay.
It has all the comics.
Well, never mind, Joe. Fuck you. I don't need you anyway.
But but they got like there's the Star Marvels. There's random other
books.
There's
I'm gonna send this to Nathan right. All right. This is the cover for the Hive playset.
Tell me where I put my shit. You know why you're doing that? I want to run upstairs and see where my stack is.
Well, what? All right. Well, you may not even have it. So here's the cover.
Okay, I'll wait. Let me see what you got. I swear to God, I think I got it. I thought I had it by me. That's something. God damn it.
I had it by me. He just looks on the floor. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, if it ain't the floor, he ain't got it. So
yeah, because
he don't have it. Look at it.
Maybe I ain't got that.
You piece of shit.
Damn it! I thought I got that one. Just please give me 47 seconds to run downstairs. Hold on.
Wait,
no, we've given you enough time here.
Actually, get the stopwatch timer. 47 seconds. Let's time it.
All right, here we go. Ready?
All right, hang on. Wait. All right, wait.
He already left. You better start it.
Stopwatch. There we go.
Okay, so that's probably
all right. Well, here's another mini comic cover.
Okay.
Whatever
time you end up with, we tack on 5 seconds to it.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, and there's all like for anyone who doesn't know, like a lot of the mini comics are based on this one character and kind of in the spotlight. Like this is a more Skulk based mini comic. You've got a Spyjax based mini comic, a Skeeto story. And the artwork.
You own one of the.
I own a Spyjax complete, I think, or almost complete. Yeah.
And those were sort of like hand puppet deals, right?
The Spy. Oh, hell, I'll get it. He's right over there.
All right. Wait, what was the time?
Oh my God! I've got to pull my hood back. I'm here. Hold on. Got to put my thing in my ear.
Oh yeah.
Let me adjust my mask. It slid in my. God damn it!
And these guys aren't cheap anymore. Like you want to complete it with everything. The puppet's still in great shape here.
Yeah, those are
lots of puppets.
You shove your hand in its ass, and you're like, "It's playtime, folks."
See, look.
Yeah,
those are great.
And I really thought this would be more for a kid-sized glove, but I mean, my hand goes. I mean, it's an adult could put their hand in here, and it's not like too small. So.
Yeah.
And Spyjax came with everything. He's got both his pistols. I got his rifle over there, his whip. I mean, I feel like he has to have the whip and the shield. Like that's like the trademark weapon. So,
yeah.
But I definitely like to get
I put it in the safe. I think I put it in the safe. But here's what I got. I got
it.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. See. Wait a second. And here, and then the one that's the Hive one. I have that in my safety deposit.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Okay, God damn it! I don't have it. I thought I had it. So,
what the hell's wrong with just saying you didn't have it, Joe?
I thought I had it.
Joe just mentioned that he has a safety deposit box in his home. What else you keep in there, Joe? What other prized possession?
His military discharge. You know, his like Joe. How long were you to serve? That's classified.
Son of a bitch. But no,
that's the movie I want to see. Joe in the army now, like you know.
Okay,
yeah, and the hijinks. It's be like watching Pauly Shore, but with Joe Amato, peeling potatoes and falling for drill sergeant, and you know, that'd be awesome.
No, but you know what? Like you were saying, Tyler. What I liked about these mini comics, the paper, it's like old comic books, like big comic books.
Yeah,
and the art,
beautiful art. I mean, look at that shot of Spydrax right there.
Yeah,
look at that.
Yeah.
It's
striking, very striking.
I haven't read any of those mini comics, so I will at some point, maybe even tonight after we're done with the show, I'll go to that fan website and I'll download all that stuff. So we got it.
Yeah, it's a website that's got everything from the prototypes to, I mean, everything you can imagine. I mean, it's got everything. I don't know if it's got. What's that,
Tyler,
Joe?
I was gonna say I got something. You know what's funny? I got it yesterday. I didn't open it, but you remember the stamp sticker books of Masters of the Universe. They were the rare ones, not the big ones, but the smaller ones that had unique little interesting tidbits, but they were postage stamp stickers. Postage stamp. They're small.
I just don't ring a bell.
Okay, well, I have the Masters ones, but believe it or not, I just ordered and found one for the Sectars. I haven't even opened it. Yeah, and I haven't even opened it.
Well, you don't need to do it right now.
No, but maybe I'll do the question and answer. But it's another one. Has some cool art, some stories, and yeah. So I just got that too. But I have everything except that high one.
I'm curious though, because like, do you find the cartoon a bit hard to sit through?
Well,
yeah.
Admittedly, yeah. We got 6 episodes, right?
Well, yeah, and they're a chore to sit through. It was done by Marvel and Sumbo, so you've got good people and the voice talent, but I feel like the stories are slow as fuck. They don't flow right, and I feel like some of the voice acting is, even though you're dealing with a very familiar voice cast, they're not cast properly.
Yeah, like, you know, I could almost deal, even though maybe, like you said, not the greatest how they were used with voices, but the flow felt strange, like you couldn't really get into it, and I wish it could have been better.
Place. I swear the first episode is like, Jesus Christ, like you guys are just rushing through this shit. There's no flow. That you're not introducing these characters, like who they are. Like, you got 6 episodes. You don't have to speed this shit up. And the last episode is getting to the actual hive. You know, that's like the big finale is like, you know, they get into the hive, you know, place.
There was definitely a lot of potential, especially with the line itself. I mean, it was ahead of its time with like at least something with its size and the articulation, sculpts, and everything.
And the hand puppet. I wish I had seen it as I knew I had very little access to Sectars when I was a kid. I knew of them. There was a comic book in my kindergarten class that was like in the book section, which I was always nervous to go check out, like, because, you know, it wasn't books that we would pull out like, oh, it's Sectars over there, and you know, but that was about it. So I never saw any buddies that had toys, the cartoon. I never saw the VHS. It was slim pickings, but I really wish I had more access to it, because I knew I would have fallen in love with it.
You would have loved it.
I've been told to tell you, Tyler, that you're a phony fan because the cartoon was done by it was done by Ruby Spears and not.
Let me guess, was that douche in that correct?
I have no idea who could have said that.
I don't know
that
either.
Phony fan.
Well, first off, I'm not afraid to admit when I make mistakes, because when I listen to a podcast and someone says something and they fuck it up, it drives me insane. So I apologize for getting that wrong, but I'm, you know, Deuce, you can suck my balls over that.
Don't you? It's ironic. He doesn't want to join us tonight, but he can be in the chat and give us all shit.
Well, you know what? That's going old school. Deuce was always in the chat trying to find shit to correct.
As Michael Cole would say, vintage Deucin.
Yeah, that's what he's being a vintage Deuce. Douche. You know, I can't even say it right, but he knows what he is.
Yeah, you fucked up again.
Anyway, it's not a great cartoon by any stretch of the imagination. I've tried multiple times to sit through it, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do this.
I'll have to give it a shot.
But the comics,
myself.
The comics are good though. The comics are worth your time.
Yeah. Oh
yeah. Yeah. So I definitely like for all of us to like maybe do a mini comic discussion,
all right,
or maybe even just definitely a mini comic
Marvel
discussion.
one. The Star Marvel ones,
and the art looks really good in those too, and all those are uploaded on that website too.
Okay. Did they also have, like I said, there were, like I said, some other storybooks, and the one with Earl Norm with all the art is his throughout the whole thing. It's fucking fantastic. I can stand it if I got it.
I know all the merchandise and memorabilia is all on the website, and I know all the comics you can view, much like how you had on He-Man.org. But the books, I have no idea if all those have been scanned yet or not.
Okay.
Rebel Wookiee had said here that Sectaurs came and went so quickly we hardly had a chance to get into it.
Yeah, and that's because you could think the parents groups, because they said that the villains and heroes all look scary, and because of them bitching and complaining that they're scary to kids, then there went the fucking line, went away.
I mean, they're bugs. Like they're bugs.
They're bugs. They're face.
Exactly. I can't sit there and say that that's the reason it killed it, because they said the same thing about fucking He-Man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it definitely was another little extra dagger, though, just a bitch about something.
Well, but honestly, not everyone could be the top 3 of G.I. Joe, He-Man, Transformers. I mean, Thundercats was right there too, but it was a
definitely could have lasted longer. I wish it could have, because we could have got Stellaris so much. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just it was, there were pros and cons that to have that many great toy lines in one decade, but they all couldn't be hits. But you know what? People were still to this day either learning about them or revisiting or realize or just trying to push the potential. Hey, this is really fucking good.
And think about that. Such a small line that didn't last that long, that it had the ability of the fans to have this to be brought back for fans to want this. It's like that shows the power of fandom. We can get that shit.
How much were those, Joe? If you don't mind me asking.
These were $39 each. They were $39.99.
God,
I hate that. That's still cheaper than Super 7 prices.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess.
Can I give you a little tidbit? Go to eBay. No shit. Go to eBay. And these, I know before I've ordered stuff from China and it comes. No, I'm just saying they do have these loose, and I've been seeing people getting them for $12, $13. It's coming from people with 100% feedback. So there's a lot of them coming. They'll come loose, complete.
But aren't those technically bootlegs or no?
No, they're not. And just to let you know, I seen, even though I just got these, I was checking eBay because I was like, man, I'd like to try to do a custom with Dargon. So I ordered one, and $30. What about loose ones? Do you see loose ones?
I'm seeing, look, let me see, that's it, Minton package.
I don't know if you type in nacelle, Dargon.
Can I talk here for a moment?
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. One thing you'll never hear Joe say, sorry, am I talking too much?
Am I? No. Did you add nacelle?
No, I did not.
You have to. It helps eliminate the search.
Yeah, but I'm getting all the current Sectaurs, and they're all men on card, though.
Well, yeah. Type the thing like I said, and you should get loose one.
Joe, just send him a link. How about that?
You know what? It's not even worth it.
Hey,
I'm done.
Well, either way, I ordered one.
Joe has killed the mood. I'm not interested anymore.
Listen, I got it for $12.50, and I'll let you know if it
Jen, I know what you must go through on a regular basis for this schmuck.
I love my baby Jen.
Well, we know you do, but you know what? You still kill the mood no matter what.
The mood killer.
Yeah.
But if it comes, I'll let
liar.
you know.
I'm sure. He's a cheat. He's a scam. He's a no good son of a bitch. As Ric Flair would say. It's a Ric Flair promo. I thought that's what Nathan was quoting.
Oh, no. Joe, did I tell you that I haven't eaten it yet, but I did buy some maple-flavored Spam?
Oh,
I tried to get Emily to cook it for me for Thanksgiving. She's like, I'm not doing that.
We're not doing this.
Wait, what? Why did you want to do that on Thanksgiving?
I don't know. That way, if it tasted like shit, I could just mix it with mashed potatoes or something,
It's actually real good. Just fry it in thin slices. You'll love it.
It seems like it might be compared to just regular Spam.
That sounds fucking gross.
It's good shit.
I'm sure Joe eats the gel out of the can and everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Can't let any of it go to waste.
Oh, Joe just shakes it and it just plop.
Yeah, it does. that sound is kind of disgusting. It sounds and looks disgusting, but it tastes delicious. You fucking love it. Tyler would love it. How about that, Tyler? For next PowerCon, I'll bring some Spam. I'll cook it up in the hotel room. You come over, you and... No, listen. Tyler comes on over.
I will tell you, I will shove that shit in your face.
Listen, come on now. Hold on a second. I'll make sure I bring some kind of like portable, like little heating skillet. I'll hook it up there in the hotel room.
I don't want to eat like a hobo. I'm not going to volunteer to eat like a hobo like you do. So
listen. You come on in there, you and Erica, because Jen ain't gonna eat either. Because I know she ain't gonna eat that Spam. But
Jen doesn't like Spam. Oh, I figured that would be.
And you think I'm gonna eat that?
Yeah.
You'd love it. I'd fry it so good you'd be like, Joe, I think I'm hooked on this shit.
I'm not touching anything you fucking make.
Oh shit! All right,
you know man. Those hands have been.
I don't feel like dry heaving at PowerCon.
Man, I was trying to cook for you. I was trying to show you love. That's all I was trying to do.
I would rather starve.
All right.
Wait.
I imagine Joe would probably like, oh my god, how do you eat that? And I couldn't eat that. Like I eat clean and healthy the majority of the time. So
I do too. I do.
No, the hell you do. I remember back in the day, Joe was like, yeah, I eat chicken too. He didn't say I deep fry it in butter, and then dip it in Worcestershire sauce and whatever the fuck you call it, and then drink A1 to wash it down.
Oh, cool.
What are you looking at, Nathan?
Apparently, there's a Spam shop, and you can buy like a Spam brand air freshener.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw in the window on my way to the gym in one of the offices, someone had a Spam encyclopedia. I thought, that's a coffee table book for Joe if I ever saw it.
Christmas is coming up, man. Christmas will be here soon.
I tell him, like, how the hell do you make an encyclopedia about Spam? And it looked like a pretty good size. It was just sitting in the window, like, and the labels would stuck out as I walk. I'm like, what the hell is that? And it said a Spam encyclopedia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Joe was intrigued.
I can't think of a more mindless book to get.
We're making Sean Darren hungry. So
there you go.
Before Joe, you can cook your maple flavored bullshit for him.
Well, before everyone else gets too hungry that we have here in the chat room, let's get to it, man. Let's do it. This awful cover for Between a Rock and a Hard Place.
God,
this looks bad, dude.
Is this Jim Mitchell?
Yeah, it's Jim Mitchell at his finest. Yep.
That's like not even opening up and reading the story. Just seeing that cover alone makes me not want to read it.
Painful. Everything. Yeah. The goddamn Castle Grayskull too. Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
I mean everything. Like I don't mind that look for Hordak, which I know he's got various looks over the years and stuff like that. But that is by far like. It's up there with the Leech mini comic cover. Like the Montana cover doesn't look this bad.
And that Montana cover is fucking rough.
And I mean, it's maybe I'm overstepping. I mean, but this is pretty fucking lame. The Stone Dawn Rock have never looked more pathetic standing in the background like
they look
like an afterthought. Man. They look like an absolute afterthought. Like fuck, just there we go. Put them on. Who gives a fuck about them?
And yet the interior looks. It's an upgrade. It's not the best, but it's better. Yeah. And honestly,
they're celebrating a Thanksgiving here. Is that what they're doing?
I thought that was cool when I was reading it. I'm like, hey, it's kind of timely. We're a couple days removed from the holiday. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it does look better than his Eye of the Storm and Fastest Drawn. What did he draw the Fastest Drawn? What was the other one that he drew? He drew Eye of the Storm and. It was another shitty comic.
I'm trying to run them all in my head.
Come on, you guys should know this.
Well, there you go. It's not worth remembering because it's not any good. Stan Sakai is probably the only reputable person on this one because that's the guy who created Usagi Yojimbo.
It's kind of crazy that there's this many people involved
on that one, and knowing that there were two writers on this mini comic, like how the fuck do you need two people to write this story?
Yeah.
And Tina Harris is the name. I don't recall seeing her name. On any of the others, at least it doesn't ring a bell. Whereas Jim Mitchell, like I recognize him. Stan Sakai's done work on I think Battle of Roboto and a couple of others as well, like some of the Larry Houston stuff. But and Lee Norling was the editor. He's the editor, I think, on the majority of the books.
Yeah.
But at least this looks. I mean, it is as we go on. Like this is not the best artwork, but is by far from the worst. At least it's
the cover is very deceiving.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, I mean, this does look better in the cover. I mean, and unlike when we talk about that Leech mini comic, that is fucking horrid from the cover to the inside to it's just absolute shit. There's like nothing redeeming with that goddamn Leech mini comic.
And I feel like the other one, like the Eye of the Storm comic, looks so unfinished with the characters. Like this looks like there's some more details put into it. Just looking at this right now, like the backgrounds, how King Randor looks, how
not only that, just the characters, but like when you're talking about the backgrounds, when you think of Eye of the Storm, they're so goddamn bland.
Yeah.
There's like
now right there, now his Evelyn looks better than his Skeletor here.
Yeah,
I think, even though as we'll get into it here, and
but it's Thanksgiving. All the heroes are together. They've put their swords down, but they're still kind of on guard, as we saw with Adam and Teela and Man at Arms. Anything to report? Nothing to report. Evil Lynn, meanwhile, at Snake Mountain, she's kind of Skeletor's failed one too many times, and you can see it here. He's deep in thought of.
But I like that, and I this is reminiscent of the Teela's Secret Golden Book, but that's a superior story because Evelyn's plan here, like this should have been Evelyn going on her own, saying, you know what, fuck Skeletor, I'm going to do what he couldn't do. But the idea that she's going to seek out Hordak, it would have been. It's done better in Teela's Secret because she's jealous of the attention that Skeletor's giving to Teela. So she's like, you know what, I can't stand this. This is a one-woman show at Snake Mountain. I'm going to go and join up with Hordak, and then Hordak betrays her, much like he does in here. But it's flat here. It kind of gives Evelyn, like she sees this and decides, I'm going to team up with Hordak to achieve victory. It makes Evelyn look pretty pathetic because she doesn't do anything other than give Hordak a motivation.
Exactly, and then basically, as you're going to see here, he doesn't give two fucks. She's going to get cast out quickly. Then it just kind of goes more into Hordak and everything until, what we see later. But it would have been great just for her to have her own story, just for her trying to accomplish this herself.
And it's like, why would Evelyn need to be the one to motivate Hordak to go through with this plan? Like, we know it, we read these comics, he is going to go to Eternity and attack Grayskull or the Royal Palace or whatever the case may be. It just feels like almost like maybe there was like two different ideas and they just decided to splice them together badly. Because as we said before, like, Evelyn never got a solo comic that made her like the focal point of the story, which is a shame and should have been done.
Yeah.
But this just makes her placement in this about as, useless as tits on a boar, as they would say in Casino.
You had mentioned this earlier. I do like how Hordak looks in this, and
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Yeah, It's compared to how he looks in the Warrior Machine, where he looks like the old turtle from the Tootsie Pop commercials.
That goddamn mouth, everything he's got. That's fucking.
No, it's bad. That's the worst he's ever looked, man. That was terrible. But in this too, like it's just knowing that they throw into the slime pit, she creates a portal, and then she shows up. It just again.
She's gone. She's gone until the end of the book.
Yeah, till the end.
Right.
The climax.
It's like it's one of two things. Either the story should have been all about her trying to accomplish this, or just don't have her fucking in it at all.
Yeah.
It'd be about Hordak.
It should have been focused because they've done some with just the Horde and He-Man. Like you didn't need to include Skeletor or Evelyn. Period. There's no.
You could have as easily just had that first page with Randor, and then anything to report, blah, 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 come to this page. Meanwhile, at the palace, and then show Orko doing his trick, and here's Hordak showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah, and even Hordak... I'm sorry, Joe, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, if anything, like, not to have Evelyn, and maybe, like, Hordak is the one that observed to see what's going on. Well, he decides, okay, they're taking a break. Fucking Castle Grayskull is unguarded. I could maybe have my moment to take over or something. But for Evelyn to be... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, this would have been the prime opportunity to sit there and say, my latest creation, Mantisaur, will take me into battle here, and it will tear down the drawbridge like he says in here. It should have been hyping up that, and either that or, I will say the Hurricane Hornet gimmick, either the figure looks cool with the vac metal, it's a very weak variant. I mean, it's just,
even though it was fun to play. I mean, as a kid, I did have fun playing with that. But
I won't deny that. I guess I'm just thinking like it's not I mean, that and Buzzsaw Hordak, they're used poorly in the mini comics. There's no background or anything like that. I mean, hell, I will say I think most of the Terraclaw Skeletor is probably the only one that has like a decent origin story for that. And granted, it's just something that Spycore fixes as a weapon for hand-to-hand combat, which is I'm cool with that. But the flying fist.
I mean, these hurricane weapons, though, that's just you're right. Especially going into a story, it's just so generic. Like, oh my god, his arm's spinning. Okay, I won't go by him. Or as you'll see, he'll cut it off. He puts another on. I think what pissed me off most first, I love that Mantisaur was in this, and you get to see Mantisaur doing one of his abilities. Which, besides this, the only other time you really seen that is on the back of his box art, where you find out what Mantisaur can control. But when you're seeing Stone Dawn Rock, I'm thinking, fuck yeah, especially when I seen him on the cover, and then here it's like, oh, we're gonna have some cool shit, and that's like,
they're immediately trapped.
Yeah, it's like they're trapped. There we go. That pissed me
it's
off.
almost as if like because the Rock People to the Rescue is the only mini comic where they have a dominant performance where Larry Houston
and with some badass art. Oh, Larry Houston, especially how he drew Web Store and Cobra Khan. That Web Store, I swear to God, that's got to be my favorite version I've ever seen drawn.
Next to Errol McCarthy's box art where it's taking place at night, I dare say that's probably the best Web Stores ever looked. Is the way that Larry drew them with the shadow work and everything. It was phenomenal.
I love how like Web Store was sitting next to Cobra Khan in one page and another page. It's like Larry Houston did a fucking amazing job. But so here we go. Oh Jesus Christ!
And the previous page.
I was gonna say, how do you guys feel about the whole aspect here? Mantisaur can just call on.
I'm not a fan of it. I feel like that's an unnecessary gimmick. Like it really should have been focusing on making Mantisaur the menace steed. Like he should be a threat to He-Man. Period. Like much like how briefly he is in Talent for Trouble, where he picks up She-Ra and makes her struggle to get out of his claw. Like at least it's a moment of making him a threatening.
Oh, the crazy
steed.
robot-looking one, the different type of look, or greenish robot.
Yeah, at least to that degree. Like it's short-lived and it comes and goes very quickly, but it's something I always remembered. And I kind of feel like that's the way it should be here. That instead of relying on summoning other, bugs to attack He-Man, it should be more about Hordak is attacking He-Man and making it quite a threat to get past Mantisaur to save Grayskull.
I have received word from James Etalk. He's asking if we're covering the original pages from the mini comic also, which I don't have, but he's going to send those to me. So I will show all that off as well once we're done.
James,
I will say, James, I will say too, please try and stick around after we're done with this particular topic, James, because it'd be fun to hear your thoughts on what we have to share tonight.
Yeah.
And I've never been a fan of that super tight Wind Raider, how they've drawn so many times.
Because he does that shit in Eye of the Storm when Snout Spout's driving in the Wind Raider. It's like a child in a little, like a merry-go-round ride at Kmart.
Yeah, exactly. Going in a circle.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
The same thing with Arl Allen, that he would draw that on a lot of those beautiful pieces of art, and then you'd see them in the tiny little fucking Wind Raider. I just could never stand that goddamn thing.
I don't understand. It's like, why bother putting him in the Wind Raider? Like, you gotta just better off just drawing like the Jet Sled, because they were using the Jet Sled around this time in some of the mini comics, and it was more. They
just threw a lot of shit together in this. I feel like they just didn't know where they were going and what they were doing. They just fucking just threw everything they could in here.
This story has potential. Because the cast is very simple here. I mean, overall, like we've already said, Axe, Skeletor, and Evelyn, and you got a Hordak and Mantisaur versus He-Man storyline. Like that you could have this one big battle. Like once He-Man dismantles Mantisaur, then you have He-Man taking on Hurricane Hordak and his new powers, but they're not threatening at all in this mini comic. It's too much thrown together here. That's why I feel like it's not. It has potential, but God, it's so poorly executed.
We do. Grim did say, well, the toy wasn't exactly big either.
Well, but it's in terms of like popularity,
no, I think in size. In size.
It's not. There's a little more room, but it was supposed to be like
so small in it.
Right. For at least a vintage toy, when he gets in it, it still looks big. Looks like there's space, but it's like a fucking pocket.
I'm glad you're sleeping. Whatever the fuck you're doing.
I mean, it's a pocket ride. It's horrible, like how it's drawn here. Some of the other comics, some of the art, but at least the toy, it's a single person.
It looks like if McDonald's had released like little Hot Wheels with the character sitting in the car, like Batman Returns.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, or they're just a little character sitting in their little car. That's what it looks
like. Mario Kart. It's like a version of Mario Kart too.
Yeah, very much so. But and even the Hurricane Power Sword with all the attachments, they are the most unthreatening weapons. And this gimmick that the He-Man Power Sword can just, I mean, like whatever,
have a life of its own.
Yeah,
we're getting to that.
This is like Scott Neitlich and Rob David bullshit. You're just making.
And not only that, it's misleading with Hordak when he's shooting out the one weapon there. You'd almost think that with the toy there would be a button gimmick to shoot that. There's not. It just spins. That's all it does. Yeah. So it even looked like they were adding stuff to that just does not.
Plus the idea that these things launch out and spin. Like I just take it is that they're hand-to-hand combative weapons. Like it's a spinning mace. You know that you can sling all around, and you got the bladed, like the four bladed,
deflecting and attacking. It's like
it's just like it. They really didn't think out the logic behind this at all.
No, see, the Power Sword has a life of its own. That's the only logic you need, right?
Oh God.
Is that the only instance throughout mini comics? Just the lore in general where that is mentioned. The Power Sword has
like it's not the Eye of Thundera, like in the Sword of Omens, where it has kind of a life of its own. Like it alerts Lion-O when shit's about to go down, gives him sight beyond sight. Like it has where it at least can interact a little bit. Whereas no, there is no.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
No.
Well, here Evil Lynn finally comes back.
Hey, she pops back in.
Mini comic just to free up Stone Dar and Rock.
Which I mean, she must have fucked up her spell and went through one long ass portal to
where
get there.
Where the hell were you at?
Yeah.
She took the long route.
Yeah, and it still just shows up long enough to get back at Hordak and free the rock.
And then just runs away, pieces out of there. That's it. Yeah.
Even that
totally unnecessary to the story altogether.
And that panel right there of He-Man clashing with Hordak, God, that's ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
look at his face when he's saying now. Look at his whole face on that one panel. No. God, that's wretched. Zoom in on that goofy face.
They just grab a hold of Hordak so he can cut off the weapon. And then they escort him back to his portal. And think about what you've done.
I mean, that's what I didn't get. That was so stupid.
They didn't imprison him. They just like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They didn't imprison him. There was nothing. It was just literally grabbing him to escort him away. I was like, that was your whole purpose? But Hordak's pretty, okay, take me back. It's like, huh? So you're just really going to walk back? So fucking bad. It makes you think
like when George Bush takes parts in and pops his body and goes, good. Now go home and think about what you've done.
It's so stupid. I mean, literally, okay, you go now. Okay, I'm going back home.
Yeah.
And that was the end.
I mean, that makes Hordak look like the biggest pussy.
It does.
That you've made the rock people look about as useless as they possibly.
My weapons are broke. I gotta go home now.
Escort him back to his portal. Like, all right, go on now. Go on.
So stupid.
Hordak's like kicking rocks. He's like, I hate you dumb motherfuckers. And
it looks like Grayskull is smiling there. It's like, what the fuck is that?
I'm surprised it's not winking at us.
Hey, I mean, Grayskull has a life of its own as well.
Oh God.
And He-Man looks like he's doing it. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing here? That whole fucking last page.
Yeah, it's like He-Man's turned on the own story. This is so fucking bad.
Oh God, yeah. Like he's really regretting having to be in that and say a moral at the end. Is this over?
Oh, and this could have been so much better, guys. I'm telling
you. Let's get into that before I show off the other pages that James sent. What would you guys have done differently with this entire story? We kind of talked about it a little bit as we're going through, like, Evil Lynn cut out altogether, make Hordak, Mantisaur.
I would have it like it would open up with Hordak and Modulot creating Mantisaur, and then also like throwing in that this is the perfect time to try out my latest, Horde Sciences created. The hurricane, the weapons of I don't know. I just don't feel like Hordak just to call himself. I dub myself Hurricane Hordak. Like it's almost like they're using technology that was inspired by hurricanes and natural disasters. Like they looked at that like there's something maybe we can harness this idea through Horde science or something along those lines to really build up the threat that these weapons that Hordak is going to use. Should be an imposing threat to whoever he goes after, that these can help break into Grayskull. Like if Mantisaur can't do it, then these tools will just tear right through the walls of Grayskull, and I'll take the power for myself.
And of course, for him not to be ready for Stondar and Rockon, not knowing they would be there guarding that Grayskull, and when he arrives, they come up to fight, and there's actually a battle with that.
Yes, exactly. That's the way it should. It should have been no royal palace or anything like that. It opens up with Hordak building up the threat with Modulok. They go to Eternia thinking it's completely barren, and that's when you have a great battle with the Rock Warriors. They team up. They get overwhelmed. Like make it. You got to get them over. Don't just if you want to sell the toys, you can't make them look like a couple of putzes. Like they have got to look like.
Bad.
Yeah, that was fucking terrible. Yeah. So have it to be like. Rockon probably gets taken out by Hurricane Hordak, but then Stondar, he's the leader, he's the more elder, makes it a little bit more difficult for Mantisaur, but Hordak, overpowers him somehow, and that's when Zoar sends a message to Adam, get your ass to Grayskull. Hordak's got this brand new weapon that is a serious threat to Grayskull, and then He-Man shows up in his little carnival ride, and
that's what we gotta go with.
But that, I feel like, and then that's. From there on out, it's getting over the Hurricane Hordak gimmick. Like make it a constant threat for him, and like it's spending so much that it's creating like this hurricane that's like knocking the Power Sword out of reach. So He-Man is
and more of a time for Mantisaur to have his time to shine too, to actually see this creation that he made. Do something.
Because that way. Once Hordak has knocked the Power Sword way out of his hand, like far out of reach, and then he goes after Grayskull. Mantisaur is the one standing in He-Man's way with no Power Sword immediately. He's either got to run and get the Power Sword or just take on Mantisaur like, mono and dismantles him. And what it
should
looks
have been
like,
much better.
Yeah, I could do it tonight before I went to bed. I could get the 14 pages and give it to Rent, and he won't draw anything.
Well, let's see the shit that James sent.
Yeah, speaking of the carnival ride, here's the changes that were made here, as we'll see.
Oh, He-Man and the Fright Fighter?
Wow, that was fucking what?
Holy shit.
Maybe that's why they had to do the last minute goddamn Wind Raider. They realized, wait a second, he shouldn't be in the Fright Fighter, but it looks badass there.
That's what James said. Mitchell had to redraw it, replace the Fright Fighter with the Wind Raider. So.
Makes sense. Shit. So that explains why we got the shitty fucking Wind Raider. God damn it, James.
But He-Man looks cool sitting in the Fright Fighter, though. Like,
I mean, he does. Yeah. Did he send another page, too? Oh, shit, he's got a couple.
All with the Fright Fighter in use, and Hordak just punches the Fright Fighter and it goes down. Like, no.
Why does that look so much goddamn better than the final shit we got?
Well, see right there, him hopping out of the cockpit of the Fright Fighter looks a lot better. With
Damn.
Even though the logic here makes no sense, it's executed
still badass. Yeah, it is. But
Hordak has his
Yeah, none of that changed. It was just the vehicles. But that's all I got from
there. That's still cool. Thanks, James.
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit. Oh, goddamn.
Well, we'll put Tyler to task. That's his homework before he goes to bed and after we're done with the show, to just rewrite the story, have it all typed out on his phone and sent to us in the group chat before he goes.
And what is this crazy reveal or something you guys got before we do questions? What's this reveal thing?
All right. So Tyler and I were bouncing around some ideas, and I'm like, hey man, I think Tyler was it. So to put this in perspective, let me look at our channel. When I said that we haven't done something in quite some time. It hasn't been since episode 309 that we did Akumite. But even when we did this one, this was the Master Universe Season 1 Kumite. So you can go back even further to the last time that we had done a Kumite, and that would have been episode 301. That's when we did our one-shot characters. And even then, it was just us and Rebecca. And looking at here, December 5th, 2021, last time we did a character involved Kumite. So next week, the Kumite is going to return, but with a twist. So
which we're going to unveil right here.
Okay.
So we were talking wrestling earlier in the show to bring this back around. There was a concept that WCW had in the early 90s called the Lethal Lottery Battle Bowl, where names were drawn and people had to team together in tag team matches in order to advance to the battle royal at the end. We're doing something similar to that. There won't be a battle royal at the end, but we're going to do a tag team kumite, and all the people involved in previous kumites are eligible, and we've tossed in a few surprises.
And we have 80 participants.
80 participants that are here. So here's the draw, and apologies for all of the because this was in Microsoft OneNote, and if I didn't put hyphens in right places or there's some misspellings, you'll have to forgive me, but there are the 80 names. It's possible. I don't know. No one's noticed that I've had this sitting here behind me this entire time.
What the hell is that?
Well, you're about to find out. I'm going to have to scoot back. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me okay, right?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
All right. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to me.
I just thought it was a mini chair in the background. I was like,
nope.
Oh, so what I have are all 80 labeled 80 ping pong balls. We're going to rotate the drum and we're going to choose our teams.
What?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to find out who's going to team up live tonight, and they'll all go into combat next week.
Okay,
so
we go.
We're going to have 16 teams. So we're going to have 32 characters. I'm going to go ahead, and each time we're going to draw 2 characters. We'll see what teams that we got there. I'll also say this. You guys, I'll steal Joe's line. If you guys got questions in the chat, go ahead and start filling those up while we do this. Do you want me?
For the love of God, please, no Modulok and Stratos team up. Please, no Modulok.
How funny would that be? So number 9. And where is Modulok? 39. So 9 and 39 is what we're hoping to get drawn together, guys.
They think it was rigged if that actually happened. Could you even imagine?
That way, no one can claim. Ducey can't claim any rigged bullshit. This is all random.
This is random. I took a Sharpie and 1 through 80 labeled each of these ping pong balls and tossed them in here. So hopefully the sound comes through with this because it's pretty good.
Crank it up.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Team number 1, here we go.
You better blind grab in there so you don't know what you're looking at.
Oh, got to set it that way. All right. And I'll turn my head when I grab. So our first entrant in this kumite, number 41.
Who's that?
Scorpia.
Scorpia. We'll be tag teaming with
Clawful. Come on, Clawful. No.
Oddly enough, number 42.
Who's
Scareglow.
Scareglow.
Oh, wow,
Scareglow and Scorpia.
Okay.
Well, we got a badass tag team already.
I'm loving that.
All right.
All right, I was gonna say, do we need to write this down like that and then send you the list as we're going along?
Yeah. Tyler, go ahead and get the teams typed out together, and just if you want to, just Facebook message it to me as we go. Just be like Scorpio Scareglow. Yeah, we'll do it that way. All right, and I'll keep an eye too on the chat, and we can kind of take questions sort of in between while we're drawing some of these team names. So that's team number 1. We have to keep track of this as well. We got 16 teams. All right, here we'll make you guys mad. I think we talked about this on one. Thoughts on that Turtles of Grayskull toy line?
Fucking sucks.
I'll probably get the Turtles, maybe. We'll see. Joe, what are your thoughts on it? You're not a big Turtles guy, so.
I think Joe already said he wasn't going to get it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did talk about that. I think that was a couple weeks ago, though. All right. Team number 2.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
First team sounds like they would be the Frightening Sting. Like, to combine, scare.
Yeah. Hey, and if you guys want to come up with team names for these guys, that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Let me mix them around just a little bit more. All right. Number 78.
Who's that?
Seahawk.
All right.
Seahawk? This will be different.
Seahawk, who was not in any previous kumites. This is
nope.
an addition here. So Seahawk teaming up with number 43, Strong Arm.
Seahawk is Strong Arm. All right.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that we have 2 teams that both have an SSSS with all the characters' names starting with S.
Yeah. And I'm going to close it up every time.
All right.
Let's go backwards this time. Yeah.
Watch Modulok not even make it into this Kumite.
Hey,
he might not make it, man.
Might not. All right. Team number 3. Turn my head. We have number 67.
Who's that?
Beastman.
Okay, come on. Gotta get something good with Beastman.
Who is Beastman teaming up with?
I think he's going to team up with Man-at-Arms.
Number 9.
Oh,
Stratos. Beastman and Stratos. Oh, we're talking tension already here, people.
God, I love Beastman, but God damn it, he's stuck with that shithead.
Let's see. Here's
boy.
a question from JSP. With Christmas season in full swing, any chance Trancers watch along? No.
I have no idea what that is.
Me neither.
Trancers, I want to say I have the box set on DVD down there. I'm trying to remember what. I think it's like a shitty sci-fi movie, if I remember correctly.
Hey, Nathan, I already know the name for Beastman and Stratos. That's Team BS. Goddamn. Oh shit! Here we go. Next team.
Well, I'll take another question here from Febmon that says, did you see Pixel Dan's latest video with RetroCon having the massive upscale Towers of Eternia slime pit and figures?
What?
No.
Wait, what?
I haven't watched that video by chance. Yeah.
Upscale Towers of Eternia. Huh?
I guess there's like upscale figures. I remember seeing some about that on Twitter. Rebel Wookie says Trancers, exploding heads. It's like, I think it's similar to, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Peter Weller might be in that movie. I think it's similar to Tremor. No, I might be thinking of it.
No, I'm thinking. I know there's a movie.
I was thinking of Scanners. That's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah, Exploding Heads, but there's a movie with Peter Weller that's like Tremors too.
Yeah, I was thinking of that then. I can't remember the name of that one.
I don't know the Trancers. I've never seen that.
Yeah. Team number 4.
All right.
I got
what if the energies?
I got some ideas for something else too. I've already mentioned to Tyler Joe. I'll tell you about it after the show. Some more ideas that we got going on.
Are the Energy Zoids in this too? Because if they teamed up, that'd be crazy to see Rotar and Twistoid actually, together.
Yeah, they're in here.
They are. That'd be bizarre.
Let's see. Where is Rotar? I remember seeing Rotar in there. Maybe not Twistoid, but I know. Yeah, Rotar is number 68. Do we?
Twistoid should be in there then.
Yeah, he should be in there because maybe we didn't. Well, we'll have to make sure he's included then.
Well, we can't now.
Well, on the next one. Oh well.
Okay.
Team.
Well, see, Nathan wanted to include the Red Knight because Joe likes the Red Knight. Fucking loser.
We have number 21.
Who's that?
Mosquito.
Okay.
Teaming up with.
He's gonna team up with Buzz-Off.
Number 25.
Who's that?
Tuscador.
Tuscador. That's interesting. Okay. Got some new adventures action. All right.
Yeah. We added some new adventures characters in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Team number 5. I just do this for 5 minutes and don't even draw anything. Team number 5. We have number 10.
Spikor.
Spikor. All right.
Spikor will be teaming up with number 15.
Multibot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Waiting to see.
Team number 6.
The name of that movie was Screamers.
Screamers, that's it, yeah.
It's not a bad movie, actually. I have seen that. I enjoyed it for what it was. Very campy. Also, Trancers is 1984-85 campy sci-fi movie starring Tim Thomerson and Helen Hunt.
Yep, never heard of it.
Yeah, I got that DVD down there somewhere. It's like the box set. I think there's like 3 movies or something in it. Got it at Dollar General back in the day. I'm like, oh, what's this shitty movie? Better pick this up. Team number 6.
Aren't you supposed to have an assistant next to you? Remember when Mean Gene was doing that with that lottery? Who was next to him? The one girl in WCW? And he kept being perverted.
I thought it was Bischoff and Missy Hyatt when they were doing the Lethal Lottery back in the
Oh, yeah. I think it was.
Well, don't you remember the one that WCW did? Mean Gene Okerlund was on that stage, in front of the crowd, and they kept spinning, and he was grabbing the balls and acting. She was next to him. Yeah.
That wasn't the Starcade one. That was like I think a Slamboree one. Like
remember he was acting all fucking perverted the whole time with her.
I believe it. I believe it. Team number 6, we have number 22. Hey,
we got
Rock On.
Rock On, all right.
Rock On teaming with. I guess I probably should have been showing these off the whole time.
23, Saurod.
Ooh. Okay.
See, it's gonna be a lot of tension. Enemies become friends, or enemies stay enemies. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it's enemies become friends and friends become enemies. Yeah.
That'd be good. Here's a question from Philippe. Thoughts on Jackie Chan joining the Real Karate Kid universe?
It's fucked up.
For those of you that
means little Jaden Smith be coming in wanting to talk about him. Fuck him.
Well, for those of you that don't know, Jackie Chan, Ralph Macchio are going to be tied to a new Karate Kid movie, so we'll see. We'll see if they just ignore Cobra Kai altogether and just concentrate more on the movies, and then like Jackie Chan's version of Karate Kid.
No thanks. No thanks.
That's team
number 7. We have number 4.
Geldor.
Oh, I didn't know he was in this. Okay, all right, I like this.
Geldor will be teaming up with, oddly enough, number 3.
Clawful.
There's cool.
That is a 3. Yeah, I like when this was early on in my Sharpie, I like fucked it up when I was doing it.
All right. See
if you got any more questions too while we're in there. Not yet. All right.
Not yet.
Team number 8. It has the space in this where, because initially I'm like, will I have to do like little raffle tickets instead? But I went on Amazon. I'm getting the multicolored ping pong balls.
Yeah, that was the way to go.
And then I'm like, I hope even then, once I had the list, I think before we added, as you guys can see here, some of the Snake Men and the New Adventures characters. I'm like, how many? Is it even going to be enough to fit in this? And everything worked out perfectly. So here we go. Team 8. We have number 68.
68. Rotar.
Oh, we were just talking. Oh, shit. Twister, he ain't going to be matching up. Is he going to have some other? Is he going to be with Roboto? No. What?
Number 54.
Who's that?
Clamp Champ. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
I think we have our ringer already.
Now that's. I mean, I'm liking just the thoughts of just both things going on. Somebody was super sensitive, somebody that spins fast as fuck, and this kid. That's a cool ass. I can see some team ups. Him grabbing Clamp Champ. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah,
man.
No. That was the whole great thing about it. I'm like, because when I made the list. Initially, I had everyone laid out just I'm like, here's this Kumite, put everybody's name down. And then I found the others that were already in order because I already had the stuff of them in the folders. So I randomized the draw, as you can see. It's just like boom, 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 boom. That because I didn't want it to. The hope was that we could have a lot of just odd teams.
Yeah.
Things,
Oh, yeah. Number 9. We have number 76.
Blast Attack.
Blast Attack? Okay.
Blast Attack will be teaming up with number 45.
Manny Faces.
Okay.
I don't think Joe's too thrilled about that team.
Not really.
Yeah, I couldn't even fake enthusiasm. But okay, you never know. Anything can happen.
I was looking here. So, any chance of Sectar's making a comeback? Like I guess maybe outside of this newer toy line.
Maybe just with this toy line, I don't see anything with comics, anything else. But if they can continue these, they're fucking great. So I guess we'll see with that.
Do you think the concept would lend itself pretty well to live action?
No.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Joe says no.
I think they would fucking. I think they'd butcher it. I just think they would. Fuck it up so bad.
Well, that goes without saying, but
yeah. But I'm saying the concept could work. But
yeah. But no, they would just absolutely butcher it.
Yeah, they cast Chris Pratt to play, Dargon, and fucking Tom Hiddleston be playing, Spy-Drax, and like, oh great, it's Marvel MCU all over again. And, it's comedy all over the place. Don't take anything serious.
Yeah.
Talk about penis and vaginas.
Team 10. We're well over halfway through now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Team number 10. I kind of just grazed the side of my hand a little bit. There's like a little sharp spot right there. Need to be careful with that. We have number 63.
Leech.
Move that around, turn my head, set up a little more. Leech.
Come on, buzz off.
Teaming up.
What do we got?
49.
Huntara.
Okay. Now that sounds like a cool team. That's going to be different. All right.
Graham asking, Tyler, did you see that Chris Pratt's voicing Garfield now?
Yes, I did, and fuck him. Jesus Christ.
He is in everything now.
He is, and it just fucking sucks.
Number 11.
I'm looking forward to Garfield, though.
Of course you are.
Because all he does is eat lasagna and shit, and he's lazy.
Shut up.
Number 38.
I like that, you little prick.
Roboto.
All right.
Who is Roboto teaming with? I'll grab from this side. Oh boy.
What?
Number 64.
Cyclone. Holy
I like
shit.
That. No, I like that.
Cyclone's the one that won our Heroic Warrior Kumite.
Yeah, shit, man. I'm liking that. That's another team I like.
That's a badass tag team right there. Number 12.
Number 12. Here we go. Mix it up real good. Not as many balls in there anymore.
You're pretty good with your right hand there, Nathan.
I had a lot of practice.
Ended up like watching Showgirls back in the day.
Yeah, that'll be in the mail soon. We have lucky number 13.
Calyx.
Oh yeah, I almost closed that again.
Did you imagine if he was teamed with Stone Dar or Rock On? Wait, Stone Dar is still available, right? Is he still in this?
Yeah. Stone Dar is still
okay. All right.
Maybe that wasn't a 3. I fucked up earlier.
What, you got a 3 now?
Yeah, unless I did 2 3s. I may have messed it up. Maybe I did. Make
that one Twistoid then.
Well, do you want to, or do you want me to just draw another?
Well, no, I'm just saying that if you have number 3, I mean, we could put another R. Yeah, just
I'll just draw another one. We have number 8.
Too bad.
Okay.
Too bad, and a Horde Rock Warrior. So that sounds pretty tough and badass to me.
Johnny Cock says, I'm ready for bingo nights when I'm 60. Sean Darren seems to think that first 3 could have been a 9, which is certainly possible, which would have been Stratos. But we already
Stratos was already Stratos already been drawn. Yep.
Papa Hoods asked, how many teams are going to be a part of this thing? 16.
16.
Yep.
So
and what are we on now? Team 12 or 13?
13 right now.
So we got 4 more altogether.
Man, I have a feeling Modulok ain't going to make it into this Kumite.
You never know. Unless you want me to just try to rummage in here and try to find them on purpose, Joe.
No.
We have number 34.
34. Buzz Off.
There's Buzz Off.
Buzz Off will be teaming with
Web Store.
Nope. Number 5.
Karate.
Another New Adventures. All right. Three more teams. Come on, Ninjor. Where you at? Where's Ninjor? God damn it.
Ninjor is number 70.
Come on, 70.
I shit not. I did not make that up.
All right.
I called it.
Yeah, Joe's willing it to existence.
Then I have to say 39. Come on, give me Modulok. You said Modulok's 39, right?
Yes, he is.
Oh, come on, please. Please.
No, sorry.
Ah, fuck.
73.
Who's that?
Voltac.
Ooh, okay. I can deal with this. I like the team. This is different. I like it. Okay.
All right, number 15.
Yeah, Grim says that thing needs some WD-40. Yeah, I know, it's a little like...
I can't believe I called Ninja. That was fucking bizarre, though.
That was great. Team number 15.
Haven't had a single Snake Man yet, have we?
No.
Huh. If one comes up, they're going to say, it's ragged.
Number 7.
Number 7. Entrapta.
Okay. Team up with Squeeze. I want to see something different. Come on, let Squeeze pop up.
No. Close, though. Number 79.
Who's that?
General Sunder.
Oh, okay.
So two horses, so these guys are on the same page.
Yeah, I was going to say, got some Princess of Power action there. Okay. And now we got one team left?
There's one team left, but before we draw them, I will take a question from The Rod. What motivates crossovers would you like to see?
They need to feel like they could cross over seamlessly and not just be, fucking Turtles meets G.I. Joe just because they're 80s tournaments. Like, no, there needs to be some logic behind it.
Wait, corrected it. Meant Master Universe. Not that. Giant Cock came in there. Meant Master Universe crossovers that you would like to see, if any.
I really feel like He-Man Thundercats would be... you could probably do a Brave Star
not
for
like
sure.
What we got before.
Not like that shit. I mean, but I could do... I already have a really good idea for a He-Man Thundercats crossover already.
And He-Man Black Star.
He-Man Black Star, He-Man Brave Star, Silverhawks possibly, but even that I kind of feel like, not so much. Maybe Sectars, there are similarities, but I also kind of feel like it's a meaningless crossover. I feel like you could really push the boundaries with the Black Star crossover, a Thundercats crossover, and a Brave Star crossover. Any other 80s toy lines, I just don't see it being, other than it's just really shitty fanboy service, like they've done with some of these crossovers that make no fucking sense, but they just think, oh, would it be awesome? No, it would not.
And then one more follow-up question. We go from The Rod to Johnny Cock. Tyler, do you actually eat to enjoy food or mostly just to fill your belly and for nutrients?
Belly and nutrients. Yeah, that's kind of what it is at this point. I mean, I do eat food that I enjoy what I eat, but I don't, like I did treat myself to a chicken and hamburger pizza last weekend. So even when I eat outside the box, I try to make it as healthy as possible. But honestly,
I mean, I'm like for nutrients. I'm like you. That's how I eat. Sure.
Yeah. With all the butter and grease and shit, you're all about the nutrients, aren't you?
Why doesn't nobody believe me? I really eat pretty goddamn good. I'd say. I think it's all for the. All right, final team.
You ready for the final one? Here we go.
Come on, Modulok's got to enter this Kumite with a badass fucking partner.
I was thinking too that also in the future, if we decide to do giveaways or whatever, we could go in our Facebook group, take as many people that are there, and then just do the same thing here to draw a name or something.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, Tyler, is there anyone you're hoping will land.
I'm hoping we're going to get Blade or Dylamog.
Okay.
Or both. Could be on the same team.
And Joe's hoping for Modulok. I'm surprised no Lizard Man, Tyler. I figured Lizard Man.
Well, I just saw Blade. I mean, you know me. I'm going to go ape shit if Lizard Man teams up with Blade. You know.
Emily messaged me just now and says, every time you spin that thing, I think the rats are fighting. Because her office is right down the hall here. And
she's probably constantly running back there.
So she has the 2 female rats in one cage, and then we have 2 male rats in the other cage. But they like to fight each other all the time, and you hear just rattling around, and sometimes you hear like, eh. And I'm like, oh, God, is someone okay? So, yeah, every time I spin this, she thinks that they're kicking each other's ass. Last team, here we go. Hopefully one of these that you want will turn up.
I mean, there's a bunch of. I mean, Webstor, Cobra Khan, Fangman. I'm glad to see Karate's in there, Clamp Champ's in there, Cyclone's in there, Roboto. All right, what we got?
Number 72.
Who's that?
Ratlore.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm not just going to pick another name. I'm going to spin it again. That way Emily thinks that the rats are beating each other.
Well, she's probably going to send you a message now. She's going to be like, quit being a smartass, Nathan.
Well, see, originally, I was just going to spin it each time, but could you imagine 32 times spinning this thing? All right, here we go.
All right, our last entrant is...
I'm feeling Whiplash is coming. What do we got? What's the number?
Nah, you know what?
No. What is it? What you got? What was that? No. What you got? Was it Modulok or Whiplash? Grab that goddamn ball. What was your...
Number 19.
No. What was the other ball?
Flushhead.
The other ball was 53.
And who is it?
Would have been Stondar.
Stondar.
Well, we gotta have him. That was the ball. Why'd you take that away? Why'd you put your ball away?
Because we already got one of the rock guys in there. You know?
I mean, what do you mean? No problem.
Yeah, they're not the same. Put Stondar
all right.
in.
Well, okay, fine.
All right, fine. Stondar and Ratlore.
Hey, Nathan, do you think you can leave those balls for the next time we do it so we have the teams, different teams like that, and then there could be a big elimination between all those in the future too? So that way we're getting at least new people to be in the next Kumite for this type of competition.
Could do that.
We can remember all the balls we didn't have. Well, you ain't got no balls. You got no balls.
Or, I mean, I got no problem with putting everyone back in, but we make sure we don't repeat the same teams again.
You could do that too.
You know,
there's a variety of ways we could do it. I mean, I got those there. I'll just put these in a different little bag just in case.
Or mix up the numbers, like keep all the balls there with the same numbers, but we just go through and just mix the names up.
I could randomize that list as well.
Yeah. So we have our tag team kumite for next week to do battle, and we will decide who's going to make it to be the winner of that. I imagine there'll be a lot of fun arguments going on next week.
Yeah, Ren's going to be a part of that. Holy shit! This ought to go sideways.
How often are we going to hear Ringo? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Who's that guy again? Wait, what's he do? What's the karate guy?
That name's Trash. Whatever he looks like.
There are the teams.
Let's see. He's not going to know anything about Scorpio, Seahawk, or Strong Arm. He's not going to know Tuscador. Not going to know Tuscador.
He won't know Voltac.
He's not going to know Gildor. He's not going to know Calyx. And Trapped on General Sunder.
He won't know. Yeah, he won't know damn near everybody. We're going to have a visual guide for Ren only. Like, okay, Ren, match this character up with his,
And then he's going to shit on Ninja. A ninja? An Eternia? I mean, he's just a ninja. It's just a ninja. What else can he do?
I have no idea what Fedmon's saying. If you do this again, fix the numbers on the balls, please.
Well, I think he meant the one number that was slightly messed up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that may have been the only one. Plus, you also
it was only one.
I was doing other stuff, too, and I'm like, wait a second, where was I? But then you think about it, even that little slight mishap, I'm like, well, there's other balls in here that I can just pick from.
Yeah. So all right, that'd be fun for next week then.
Yeah.
We got Huntara and Saurrider in the mix, Clawful. I mean, we got a very
eclectic mix of
which is going to make for a lot of great debates. And I mean, like You know, there is no clear cut winner. I'm sure there's ones I would like to see win personally, but you know, Deuce likes to come in and put the kibosh in anything good, and you know, Ren will just be like saying nah, nah, nah. You know, so it's there is no clear cut winner because we got two guys who just love to piss and shit on everything. So,
Deuce he's going to be the like.
To bring this up, just having them here like this, I'm not going to put these in the order that they were drawn. I'm still going to randomize where they're going to go in the brackets too. So
yeah, so we won't know that until we show up and here it is, and that's how
you guys won't know any of it until
we may see Huntara and Leech fighting Cyclone and Roboto in the first round. Like, oh fuck, man! Like, how do you?
And I might do that because I'm a bastard. So.
Yeah, and I could see Nathan, making it hard for all of us. Like, if he makes it like Clamp Champ and Rotar versus Cyclone Roboto, like, you motherfucker.
See, now you said that, and now I can just do it. So I might not do it though. But then again, why not pit the two potential favorites against each other first? That way,
what did you do last time where you fucking pissed us off? Where you did some shit on purpose? What was that?
Was it the episodes?
God damn, I can't remember.
It may have been that. No, I'm pretty sure I've done it with every single one that we've done.
Yeah, there was something in particular you were a real dick about, and you made them purposely go at it or some shit.
I had to.
I do remember it was a character based one too. Like it was.
Fuck, I can't remember.
I can't remember, but I remember it was an early round too. Like, son of a bitch.
Or I made it to where the first round would be easy, but they're gonna meet in the second round, so you're gonna have to choose. And I'll probably do that again this time too. Don't worry.
Of course you will.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan, just to go back to one thing, you had a question earlier. I'm still lost with what is this thing where you said at RetroCon they had an upscaled Towers of Eternia slime pit and figure. Like, what is this official shit? What is this?
I don't know. Well, you'd have to go to Pixel Dan's channel and watch.
Oh, I thought you knew something about it because I was like,
I just said that I had seen the context behind it of Dan being there and see. I haven't watched the video, but I knew sort of what they were talking about.
Okay, because I'm still lost. I don't understand if upscaled. Well, what? It's like the Eternia playset is being. Remember that was that thing that you had.
Think of like the large scale vintage figures. You know, like how I have that Stratos and Joe, you have a few of those. I think they did that, but just upscaled everything else.
Well, like those giant figures that no one bought.
Yeah, fuck guys. I don't know. I know Pixel Dan. Go to Pixel Dan and watch the video.
Okay, because I'm just gonna say it has to be a custom because there's no way they would upscale fucking Eternia.
It's not an official thing.
Oh, then fuck. Who cares?
That's why I couldn't figure out why does Joe care so much? It's not an official release. Hell, even I knew that.
Yeah. No, I didn't know. That's something I was like, what the fuck did I miss? Was there some announcement that I have?
I was gonna say, you would have seen an announcement if there was something official.
The people would have been blowing up your messenger, Joe. Be like, Joe, look at this. Look what they're doing.
That's pretty well you are right there.
Look, Joe, what do you think about this, Joe? You big dummy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. If
we get a couple of questions. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's nothing yet, but we'll bullshit and take a couple more, and then we'll bounce house.
Yeah. How was your guys' Thanksgiving, by the way? Anyways,
it was good. We popped by my parents for a little bit, and then we came back home and had our little Thanksgiving dinner here because Emily works through the Black Friday and all that stuff, so it's just easier to we'll have this and have leftovers. We don't have to worry about it. But it was turkey. The kind of your usual. I don't want the usual. I didn't want to say basic because it's far from that. But of course, your mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. Got to have your turkey. Got to have the homemade rolls, your cranberry sauce, stuffing. Stuffing's the best. You got to have stuffing.
Huh? And Tyler, you go to your parents or anywhere, or you go?
We just did a small Thanksgiving, and they my mom and stepdad they pretty much would rather just go out to eat someplace. So they wanted to go to BT's, which was I think the only place open in the area, and they had a Thanksgiving plate you could get, or had some random stuff off the menu. So I just got a couple of grilled chicken sandwiches. I mean, their Thanksgiving platter, it came with all this shit. And most of it I was not going to eat. You know, because I like stuffing, I like turkey, but it was gonna be, oh fuck, what like it was like I don't know if it was like potato salad and cranberry sauce and shit like that. I'm like, and I saw the plate, and it's just a shit ton of small portions of stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, and it was there was no substitution. Like, this is it. You want the Thanksgiving plate? You got to get all this. Like, nah, I just got me some grilled chicken sandwiches, and that was in that, and some homemade potato chips that they had.
Would that shit have fucked your stomach up or something? Is there a reason you didn't want like that or what?
I actually know what I ate fucked my stomach up too.
So it did the grilled chicken sandwich?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sitting on the toilet all night, but I'm like, oh my god, like, you know,
you weren't having a Jeff Daniels moment.
Well, I had part of that. Yeah,
he had the part where he broke his toilet and it flushed. I was like,
flush, you bastard. Yeah, that's just what happens if I eat stuff that's. But oddly enough, eating pizza with grilled chicken and hamburger doesn't have that impact on me. But I have to have fresh pizza, you know, that's not packed out the ass and a bunch of sodium and shit like that. Like Sal's pizza, all their ingredients is fresh. I mean, there's no like prepackaged bullshit, because I've seen the shit that Pizza Hut does. It's all prepackaged shit, tons of sodium and all the other kind of stuff in there, and you'd be like, oh my god, you'd be like Nathan eating Wendy's, you know, farting all night.
Actually, I ate Wendy's today, man. They had the pretzel bun baconator, and then I got chili cheese fries. Hell yeah.
You love that pretzel shit, like pretzel buns,
pretzel anything, pizzas? Man. Yeah, all of it. Give me all of the pretzel stuff. Joe, what about your Thanksgiving? Do you have a decent?
Actually, had the family over. Yeah, had the family over. We had turkey, roast, ham.
Oh, okay.
Tons of side. Yeah. It was just because some people don't care about turkey. Some didn't like the ham.
Well, because a lot of people make it so damn dry. Is your turkey dry or is it moist?
No, I know he marinates his turkey with all kinds of butter.
Well, see, that's actually the thing. Now, when I do, make a turkey, it is moist, but I didn't do that this year. My sister did, and it's still moist, but my ham is super juicy. I got the juiciest goddamn flavored ham you'd ever taste. I'm not shitting. It is good. They all loved it. So
now, what kind of ham? Are we talking a honey ham or like a
Well, see, I'm going to be honest, Tyler. I don't do that goddamn spiral ham, not only because it's super fucking expensive, but it's always so fucking dry. I do this thing, and Nathan, don't fucking mock it when I say it. It's called the butt portion ham. But holy hell. No. I'm telling you, this shit, I mean, when I slice it and I do my kind of way where I put the brown sugar syrup and butter on top.
You don't fuck it, do you?
Listen, it is the most juicy ham you'd ever taste. I swear to God, it is great.
After Joe's giving his own personal marinade.
Yeah. Well, no, Joe, what did you eat for Thanksgiving? Juicy butt.
No, it's called the butt portion, but it's
I know
it's good as hell. God damn, it is not dry at all.
So what's fascinating about that is you said you have turkey and roast and ham. So see, when it comes to the holidays, my parents always do Thanksgiving or like turkey on Thanksgiving, and then Christmas time they do ham. But Emily doesn't like ham, so it's always just turkey for both Thanksgiving.
Oh, for both?
And for Christmas. So that's awesome that you have a variety. But at the same time, too, like, Joe, your Thanksgivings are bigger in scale than mine and Tyler's are. Like, mine's just like either me and Emily or like going to my parents. And
I mean, last year's was, I mean, it varies. I mean, like last year's like we had it in Pittsburgh with Erica's family, and that was a big one. Whereas this year it was just a very small. Subdued. Honestly, Thanksgiving is just like a day off for me. Like, I don't get excited about it's because it sure has some good food, but I don't. It's not a big deal to me really. It was just a day of rest, relaxation. Binge watch some more Cobra Kai and stuff like that.
This was actually the first Thanksgiving I ever hosted to have the family over. So it was.
That's what you said. You hosted. I'm thinking like, oh my god, like Joe's hosting Thanksgiving.
Dollar Tree menu items. Everybody get your burrito.
I picture this is like a sitcom on Fox or something like that. Like a
burritos
really
and ramen
sitcom,
noodles. It's like a fucking assembly line at a buffet. Here's your bowl of ramen, and here's your fucking El Monterey burrito.
Or like Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving, where it's like, it's like the most like, everyone's sound went out.
No, well, yeah.
Joe's it's just Joe's. Joe's went out. Yeah. Okay.
What happened there?
Yeah, Joe's camera's like moving real slow. And
you still there, Joe? Let me bounce him out and put him back in. Damn, I don't know what happened there. Joe, did you get excited that you try your lapel?
Hold on.
There you are. No, you're back.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh God, I must have rubbed it. I mean, I bumped
it. We need to cut that line.
Yeah.
and then put in like Joe's ham butt. I must have rubbed the butt.
Yeah, I must have rubbed it. Yeah, it was real juicy.
Jesus Christ! But no, it is. I make a really, really good ham, and then there's a lot of sides. But the family here, it was nice. There was no drama, no arguing, nothing like that. It was good.
That's always a plus. Anytime you do that, to not have any family drama. To piggyback on the whole Pixel Dan thing, Fedmon had said the upscale guys are doing it as a way to win a contract with Mattel so they can make statues and other stuff based on the vintage toys. Oh, good luck with that, I guess.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
That's just, I'm confused with all this. So, okay.
If you want Mattel's approval, fuck that.
How thick was the butt, Joe?
It's like picture up, and
it's got a big bone. Ass up.
No, it's like cut in half, so it's like flat to where it goes down, but there's a bone in it. And what I do is
and you rubbed it.
Listen, so I score it, and then I make what I call, it almost looks like a frosting. I sit there and I get a measuring cup.
Oh my God!
Do you realize what you're saying as you're saying it?
Well, no, but I'm really trying to explain. So I get a measuring cup and I squirt a whole lot of syrup into.
Oh my God! Deuce is cutting like clip.
Yeah, he's going to cut the shit out of this now. Deuce, work your magic, sir. Go ahead, Joe.
But then I put the brown sugar in the cup. And then I start to stir it. Then I take like a half a stick of butter and throw it into that and mix it up. And it looks like a frosting. And then I frost the entire ham with it. And it just gets all this nice sweet juice at the bottom. And you get to dip it in there. Oh, you'd go crazy. You'd love my ham.
Frosting on a ham?
Well, I make it look like a frosting.
It's like a glaze.
It's a glaze, but so it soaks into the ham where I scored it. And then it's just sitting in all that flavorful juice. Oh, shit. So it was good. People really liked it.
I mean, it's surprisingly, Joe, it does sound good. Here's a comment from Johnny Cock. He says, I'm sleeving and top-loading Marvel 95 Fleer Ultra X-Men cards right now. Tyler Nathan, it's time for you to do another trading card set from the 90s.
Well, and the X-Men were pretty badass. They didn't have a bad one, like the one that Jim Lee did or the one that Andy Kubert did. And the Fleer ones were badass, too. So, I'm not sure which one to do, though.
Yeah,
they both didn't have the best Wolverine cards. I do remember that.
I mean, he's just saying in general we should do a trading card set from the 90s. So
yeah,
I mean that could apply to anything, like the Ninja Turtle first movie trading cards. If we could find scans of all, that's the biggest issue.
Yeah,
it's just finding scans of the entire set.
Or like some of the earlier Marvel Universe cards, like the 92 way, which was the one that introduced me. The second one, the first one. The fourth one, which made puzzles. If anyone remembers, like the Marvel Universe 1994, you had 9 cards that would make one big image. So you had to try and collect as many you could to create. Like there was one for X-Men, one for Spider-Man, one for Fantastic Four, one for the Avengers, one for the kind of cosmic characters, and one more ground level characters. And they also did it with Spider-Man with Mark Bagley too, which was fucking brilliant.
The Rod says, Joe, you need Jesus. And
I think Joe considers himself, he walks on water and he can turn dirty toilet water into wine.
And Grim says, I'm in a half asleep state listening to this pervy Italian molesting a turkey.
No, it was a ham.
That's a ham. Come on, Grim, get it right.
But I mean,
Well, it was a pig at first. He molested the pig and then turned it into a ham.
Oh, I should have got a video of you guys. You could have looked at that ham. And
one of these days, I don't want to see you doing that, Joe.
I don't want to see. Yeah. Joe's working up some glaze. I'll get that to you tomorrow.
Yeah, and then when he's done, he looks like that.
He's like, oh God, was it good for you too?
Goddamn ET. Oh shit! So are those pretty much all the questions that we got?
Yeah, that's kind of pretty much all that's filed.
I'm looking forward to next week's fucking Kumite. That sounds really, really fun. I can't wait for that.
I'm just glad we made. I'm going to say we because Tyler kind of threw that out, and then I'm like, hey, what about like the lethal?
Yeah, Nathan made it better. Like I thought, let's do tag teams, and Nathan's like, hey, let's do this. So yeah. So you got to give Nathan a lot of credit for doing that, getting the tumbler and everything too. So that was all him. So just anything to help spice up future topics we got. We want to kind of pit them against each other. We can use the tumbler or another device that Nathan's thinking about as well. So
I'll go ahead and spill the beans on that.
Yeah, why not?
I'm thinking about just getting a little wheel that I can put here, and we can use it in a variety of ways because you can write on the wheel itself. And I was thinking we could do in the future, start doing a thing where at the end of the episode, whatever we're doing, it's like, hey, next week we're going to do a watch along to Thundercats. And then we go to the wheel and we're going to have the options of different Thundercat episodes, and whatever the wheel decides, that's what we're going to do. So,
I like that.
Yeah. Just something to kind of change it up. Or, having different topics. So it's like, we're going to do a watch along, but what animated property is it going to be? So it's like, oh, here's Thundercat. We're going to try to limit it to stuff that's mostly on YouTube
available. That way
YouTube available. That way everyone else at home has the opportunity to watch along with this better.
That's a good idea.
In that regard. So yeah, we'll try to do that going forward. It won't be like an every week thing, but when you see the wheel sitting here, it's like,
something's coming.
Well, yeah. And it's not Joe on a ham. Yeah.
All right, but this was fun, and next week's gonna be awesome. But yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell so you can always be notified when we go live. And until next time, have a powerful day.
Oh yeah, maybe Ralph, fuck you.
What is that?
I saw him grinning, and I'm like, why is he's gonna do that quote again?
I just.
What did he say?
He's gonna do that.
Yeah.
I make Ralph fuck you because it makes me feel good.
Oh yeah, I made Ralph fuck you.
I'm lost.
Every time. I know he's got a backup. He's got a backup quote.
Okay.
Once he gets his shit together. JSP said, that's Sean Darren. JSP said Trancers is on Peacock, by the way, if anyone wants to go check that out.
All right, thank you, JSP. All right,
what's going on here? An orgy or something? Maybe a funeral, dickhead.
Just say it one more time.
Both you guys have seen this movie, so there's no bullshit about that. What's going on here? An orgy or something? Maybe a funeral, dickhead.
I'll just sit here clueless. I need to get a cricket noise that I can play while
we do need that because it's a horror movie. A classic horror movie. When I say classic, I mean 80s classic.
And it sounds like you're trying to do like a Brooklyn accent or some kind of Italian accent. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we have just another slight hint that won't totally give it away?
Okay, this character is killed in his jail cell.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
What's the name? What's his name?
Rod is like, what's going on here? An orgy or something? And Johnny just like, maybe a funeral, dickhead. Yeah. Right before he goes in and fucks Tina. Boy, she's super hot in real life. Oh my god.
Yeah, Tyler did meet her at Mad Monster one year.
Yeah, we got pretty cheek to cheek. It was pretty awesome.
Actually.
What, you got a picture of something there, Nathan?
Yeah,
looks like
he's got. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'll send it to you. It's on my phone.
Yeah, send it to me. We'll pop that up here, and then
I'll let you guys see just what it was like being up close to Tina.
Yeah, right when he mentioned about the death in the jail cells, like, I remember that. I just always remember it's like I thought they seen everything kind of happen just as he went up before he hung himself. I was like, well, how could he have done it? Didn't you guys just see that? It was just quick when that sheet went around his neck, and I don't know. I always felt like they kind of caught it happening, but Jesus, was that douching?
Yeah. Oh, who do you think, man? No, it was Santa Claus, Joe.
Well, I didn't know if you had something set and ready.
Did it look like I was over here making something that fast?
I don't know. You're pretty clever with your goddamn computer devices and fancy internet tools.
Oh yeah,
and your Pac-Man video games and your Zima, your Dan Fogelberg
records, goddamn records.
Dan Fogelberg. There you go.
That's the girl that was in. She's completely different.
Yeah. Oh, I know she's aged wonderfully, and she smelled great too. Joe's like, it's not fair.
No, I'm perplexed. She looks different. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, she looks hot. Like she's even hotter. That's what you're perplexed. I mean, look at that. Have you ever seen such? I mean, together, one picture there, Joe.
Yeah, Jen and I. It's like Jen and I is heavenly. It's my baby. I love my baby. See, I got it right back of me, right here. Right there. She drew me. She drew me and her.
I was going to say that looks like a
I was wearing a mask, and she did a quick drawing. And
okay, I see it. I couldn't make it out. I was like, what is that? It looks like a snowman.
She was kissing.
All right, Deucin, if you can, take Jenny. Do the clip from Titanic. Put Jenny's face over top of DiCaprio, and then put the Modulok mask on Kate Winslet. There. Yeah.
Which I could see that being a really fucked up fantasy of Joe's.
Yeah, probably. Draw me like one of your French girls.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, shit. That's it, I guess.
And then Joe's like, we can go out to my car and get it all hot and steamy and slap the windows.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But Joe doesn't have the window there. It's the bag.
Oh, it's like a trash bag.
The trash bag, like, duct taped to the window.
Yeah, and the wind's, like, blowing up.
And you just see the slight shadow of her hand, but you can't really tell exactly what that was.
And she's trying to get out.
Yeah, it's not a
yeah, it's not a sign of passion. Like, oh, DiCaprio. She's like, oh, get me the fuck out of here, Joe. What is that? No, wrong. Just get off me.
Jen would never run from me. She's right there. I'd never have it where she'd run from me.
She could because you got a gun to her head the whole time.
I love you, Jenny. See you guys next week.
He's just like the Killer in Slumber Party Massacre. I love you.